Internets, you are now watching For All Nerds, and on this episode, we welcome Wayno 119. You know him from Everyday Struggle and his hit YouTube show, I'll Do It Myself.
And we discuss why Spider-Man can't be dark-skinned. And what's up, y'all? Tonight on The Spaceship, we have a very special guest. You may know him from his time on Everyday Struggle or from his current hit YouTube show, I'll Do It Myself. If you're hip to the game, you probably know him as one of the premier movers and shakers in the music business. Let's all make some noise and welcome Harlem, NYC's own Wayno.
What's up, y'all?
The Harlem world.
Yes. And the Bronx. I got to add that too. I'm Bronx born, migrated to Harlem. So, yeah.
And also spent some time in Philly and as well. You know, a lot of things going on. You know, first of all, thank you for being here tonight. You know, it's a pleasure to have you here on the show. And, you know, you said you're Harlem and Bronx. So, you know, first, congratulations on the New York Knicks winning that
in-season tourney, whatever they call it.
Yeah. How you feel about that?
Oh, I mean, I'm happy. I'm always happy to see New York doing well, man, in anything. So I'm excited, you know.
All right. Yeah, but not like where it like really matters to you, where you're like, oh my God, we just won. You're not in the streets making noise.
No, well, it matters.
They're not even claiming it like that. They're like, yay, okay, it's not the actual though. So
it matters, you know what I mean? It matters. Like if you want to go down the banners of these new tournaments, the Knicks is in there, so I'm happy for them.
Sure, indeed.
Yeah.
All right, it's the Lakers and the Knicks, right? That's it, right?
No, I think who else won? Not OKC.
Three,
I
right?
think Milwaukee might have won. Yeah, I think Milwaukee might have won.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
All right. People do. Yeah. All right. Well, Lakers or the Knicks are the ones that matter. So,
right.
All right. You know, I was watching a lot of interviews of yours, like in preparation for this. And it seems whenever, you know, I watch an interview about your upbringing, 3 words come up: hip hop, Harlem, and hammers. So, bruh, hammers comes up more than you want us.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
Straight up, fam. I was like, yo, you know, it's like, you know, I click on one way, okay, hammers. You know, here comes another one, hammers, you know.
Pull out the hammer.
And I got to step on my vocab.
Hammers.
Right.
Yeah, Young Guns had the hammers, and, you know, it's like, yeah, and then, you know, and we rolled around with hammers, you know, and it's like, all right, you know, I get it.
It's like,
so
yeah,
go ahead.
Live my life in the tool shed, you know? Live my life in the tool shed at one point in time.
You know what I mean? Just, you know, you know, he's a mechanic. You know, you got to carry some hammers, wrenches, all type of tools.
Jason Statham all day.
Yeah. So the question is, how did you have time to be a geek? You know, in between, you know, all the work you were doing with tools.
Oh man, my geek career starts as a child, man. I mean, I grew up on 228th, all the way uptown in the Bronx, and every day after school, it was this comic book store on 233rd that me and my friends used to go into. They had Street Fighter in there, you know, and of course, this is, man, I'm up there. I started not high school. I started school in the 80s, you know, elementary school in the late 80s. So, you know, after school, we would go over there and buy cards. We was trading the Marvel cards and all of that, you know, and as that progressed from Street Fighter, it became Street Fighter versus X-Men. And, you know what I mean? You had the movies and all of that. So my mom's also big got me into Star Wars when I was little. You know what I mean? Like, so my whole upbringing was about some geek stuff. But the crazy thing about it is, you know, in the hood, geek or nerd has this negative connotation that means you're soft. You know what I mean? And that's not the case. But I love, you know what I mean, that world. I'm in my game room currently, and I know I can't see exactly what it is, but I got all types of toys, all types of stuff I collect, you know?
Nice.
That's what's up. Did your parents encourage you to, you know, kind of be more in tune with the geek side of yourself? Did they even care? Did they even realize what you was doing? Or this is all stuff you was doing just with friends?
Well, I mean, depends on what we're talking about. Like my mom was I didn't live in the household with my dad, but my mom was very, very big on me doing anything that was positive, that was going to keep me out of trouble. So when I was a kid, I also used to draw, right? So I would collect comic books. And as I'm collecting these comic books, the way I would draw is I would look at a picture and then draw it, right?
Yep.
And of course, I coming up in the early 90s, so all that graffiti era stuff, you know what I mean? So I was always attracted to bright colors and characters and cartoons. You know, we come from that era. If you ain't catching on Saturday, you couldn't watch the rerun till the summertime. So I was up early. You know what I mean? I was up early making sure I caught my cartoons and read my comics. I still got every single comic I bought from elementary school till now.
Wow.
Nice.
All of them, yep.
Well, you just preserved it and like you got like the boxes or whatever for everything?
Yeah, I learned hoarding from my mom, you know what I mean? So like fortunately when I did move out of my mom's crib, you know what I mean, when I was younger, she kept a lot of my stuff and I didn't even know that she kept most of the stuff. And then I started going through it and I'm like, damn, I got some gems. Like, you know, a close friend of mine, a brother is Rob Markman, and I would, you know, share with him, like, yo, Rob, I got this, I got that, I got this. He like, damn, you got some heat up, you know what I mean? Like, you got some heat. So like, I really take pride in like the aspect of storytelling, and just discovery. And as a kid, I mean, I was buying everything I could get my hands on when I was a kid. I mean, I don't have, you know, stuff that's worth 10 bands and nothing crazy like that.
I was gonna ask. Okay.
Yeah, but I do have some stuff. Like I got the first Gambit, of course, the first Venom.
Yeah.
Superman's death. Remember when he came back as like 8 people or something like that? I remember that was because you know we also came from that era of buy this is gonna be worth something. You know?
Yes.
So I remember when the Superman one came out, I think I might have been in the 4th or 5th grade. And a lot of my friends, like we went to that spot on 233rd and everybody grabbed that drink. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even open it like that. You know, it had that piece that you could peel off of it. I think I peeled it like maybe 15 years later or something like that. But I never even I didn't even read it for real. I bought it, but I got so many things, you know, so many games, toys, all that stuff.
That's like when they had Jim Lee X-Men, when they had the 5 covers for it. And all of them were in a bag, and I bought enough of them.
All
joints.
the covers?
Oh yeah, I kept them, and I kept them all in the bag. Like I'm gonna be rich.
Yeah, man. I got the drink where it's X-Men. I think it's number 4 is with Magneto. He's like standing. Everything's tore up on him. I got that. I got the drink with Cyclops and Wolverine on the front. I got a bunch of stuff. I wish I would have brought my bin in here so I could just pull some stuff up. But I got a lot of stuff.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Then, you know, it's interesting that you had such a rich history of the comics and, you know, being in the fandom, like, you know, just overall fandom. And then like your mom's helped you like preserve all that stuff. As you were getting older and getting involved in the Two Shed, was this something that you had to start hiding, or were you able to continue to grow with it as you got older?
No. So one thing I'll say is, you know, even for the Two Shed era, right? It's not something that I take pride in. I mean, like I can honestly say, right? And this is I'm being dead serious, right? Like for me, like me going outside and trying to be in the street was me just really trying to fit in because I couldn't relate to any of the conversations. Like I'm sitting around my friends and they're talking about all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, I want to go play Earthworm Jim, or I want to go watch Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? Like, and for me, I didn't know how to express myself. I thought I had to be a certain person in order to fit in. So I started to partake in things, but ultimately, this is who I am. You know what I mean? Like, this is who I am. I mean, even when I talk to certain people about a lot of the stuff that I love, they be like, for real? Like, I got Heath Ledger Joker tattooed on my leg. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I really love comics and comic fandom. I remember the first time I went to Comic-Con, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that something like this had existed and I didn't know about it. And I didn't go till I was around like, I'm about to be 43 this week. And I didn't go until I was like, I think I was like 27 to 28 first time I went. But I was just like, damn, I would see stuff like that on television and like, don't know how to get to it or didn't care too much. But listen, let me tell you something. In the next couple years, I'm about to be cosplaying everything. I'm doing it all. I don't care, yo. Like I love this stuff for real.
That's what's up. You got to come with us then. You know, we're there every year. We had a booth and everything this past year.
I would love to.
This gentleman, DJ Ben Hameen, cosplayed as his original character, Swaggalactus. We have to show you that picture because he went crazy on his stuff, man. He had the 3D printed Galactus helmet. Like, it looked fire.
Fire. Nah, that's dope. That's dope.
So going back, you said that you used to draw as a kid. Who were some of your favorite artists?
I say Stan Lee, of course. That's the typical, right? Me and Stan Lee got the same birthday. When I found that out, I was ecstatic about it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Stan Lee. But Jack Kirby, Todd McFarlane. Because I remember when like when I was a kid, And I don't know when Image came out or not, but I remember when I found out about Image, and all my friends was like, yo, leave the Marvel stuff, leave the DC stuff alone. Image is crazy. I'm like, what? But they like, yeah, they kill. Because we come from the Mortal Kombat fatality era.
Yeah.
So they like, yo, they killing people in the comic books. Like I'm like, word. So I started buying them joints, you know what I mean? Like, so, but also when I was a kid, I wasn't, so as I got older, I started to learn more about the people who were actually doing the illustrations. I didn't care about that when I was a kid. Like, I just I would look at stuff and be like, oh, I want to draw this because I like the way it looks. I didn't really like read like I didn't look at the details. I would just read the comic and look at the details. But I mean, didn't look at the details. I wasn't into that. I got into that as I started nerding out when I got older.
Okay. And then just I'm curious, who are your favorite, some of your favorite? I mean, Heath Ledger, the Joker, right? So give me some villains that you're really into.
My favorite villains. I really like Mr. Sinister.
Oh, why is that?
Because he represents America.
Wow.
Oh.
I want to. I got to hear why.
Yes.
Why? Yeah.
Let's hear this.
Because the reason why I like Mr. Sinister, I don't like. The thing about villains is I don't like his motivations, right? I like his actions. So I think like his actions just draw you more into the story, right? Like him doing all the shit he did with Jean Grey and Cyclops very early, taking mutant genes and all of that. When you start thinking about our history, you be like, I would want to know a little bit more about a person like that from a fantasy standpoint, as far as being a comic fan, not literal. You know what I mean? But Mr. Sinister is one. It wasn't until, you know what's crazy? When Jonathan Majors went to be Kang, right? Like I went down this Kang wormhole. I just started to love Kang. I think it was how he played He Who Remains in Loki that really got me into it, because I feel like we only got a pinch of what Kang was, but it was like I started reading. I bought the Kang a graphic novel that just like compiled a lot of his story, and then I just was like, damn, like he got a really, really deep story. So I got into that. Of course, Joker is one of my favorite villains. Because I just feel like he's just as rational as Batman. He just is ridiculous at what he does. Joker reminds me of Charles Manson. You ever watch the Charles Manson interview?
No.
Right.
I'm glad I haven't.
All right, no, let me tell you something. All right. This sounds crazy, right? But Charles Manson will say 1,000 things that make absolutely no sense.
Right.
And then he'd say one thing that make all the sense in the world. And it might not necessarily be about death. Like he might say something about economy. You'd be like, the fuck? Like he's kind of smart. But that's why he reminds me so much of Joker. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think on who else. I said Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, villain.
Do we consider I was a big X-Men fan. Do we consider Magneto a villain?
No, I mean my shirt says Magneto's right, so
No.
I can't really.
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, no.
He's just has a difference of opinion. That's all. At least in my view, he's a difference of opinion. And then if not just villains, what about superheroes? Superheroes that you really rock with?
Superheroes? Oh, I tell you, a villain. I feel like he's a villain, but people don't look at him as a villain. I feel like Doctor Strange is a villain.
Shit.
Doctor Strange. You know what? I can see that.
I want to go to my superheroes, but the reason why is because is a secret war when Captain America used the Infinity Gauntlet and he fucked it up, right? And everybody was mad at him and they erased his memory and all of that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that's what made me. I'm like, damn, you did that to Cap.
Oh, so you talk about in the books? Yeah. Well,
in the books, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I can say something. I see your point.
Most of the Illuminati in the books are doing some pretty trifling shit at that point.
Right.
Yeah. So if you go down that route, yeah.
I see your point.
Yeah.
I mean, even more recently, if you look at What If, the animated series on Disney Plus, like
that joint was so what I was thinking about Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies was really
Marvel Zombies was tough, but like
yeah,
when you think about like how they show the different Doctor Stranges and the ones that, you know, collapse one of his universes and, you know, like that shit is kind of wild. Even in the Madness one, the movie, the Multiverse of Madness, like seeing the different versions there, like I could completely see him just straight up villain. I mean, and at the end of the day, he's mad selfish too. So
yeah, and they told him he's the biggest threat to everything. It's him.
Everything.
Heroes. Let me see. Carnage is another one of my favorite villains too. But I like Carnage a lot. Even the movie did no justice, right? And I thought Woody Harrelson, Natural Born Killers, like I'm like, bro, if y'all gonna go for it, go for it. You know what I mean? But
that shit was hilarious though.
It was.
Yeah.
it was. I just thought that it was like would do more. You know what I mean? Like
I know, but I did find it complete, like, just Carnage and Venom in that drink was hilarious. Like,
Yeah,
they
it
could have
was.
done more, sure, but
Yeah.
it was comedy.
It was
for what
good.
It was. Yeah.
I like Tom Hardy, right? I like his. I actually like his Venom. Yeah, I like his. Heroes. I'm big Wolverine. Super big Wolverine. Of course, my name is Wayne and my last name is Clark, so Bruce Wayne is in there. You know what I mean? Of course.
Your mom's name is not Martha, is it?
Nah, my mom's name is Lita.
Okay.
That would have been crazy, right? That'd have been crazy. My name was Martha, the whole Martha lore.
Yo.
One of the more slept on heroes that I really, really like, and I think he's never gotten his just due is Cyclops.
Thank you.
They made Cyclops like the movie made Cyclops into like he's soft. You know what I mean?
Here's my problem.
Okay.
And Ben knew I was about to say something.
I just quiet.
I always felt since like was it Fox Kids X-Men when they were showing, you know, the anime version, I always thought he was a simp. I never really fucked with him. And he always bothered me. Every time I see him, I said, here come this nigga Scott. Like that's everything to the death of me. I always thought of that. However, I will say with the innovation that is X-Men 97, right? And with Ben, I mean, constantly yelling at me about Cyclops and telling me to read more stories about him. Right. I've seen the lights a little bit. I can't say I still fuck with Scott heavy, but I don't view him as a one-note person anymore. Because like again, and that's just from the Fox Kids era. I always just saw like this was this guy that was whining and always about Gene, and like he wasn't really out there like that. But I understand now. So for you, why?
But because all right, so in the comics, he just has more. I mean, you know, there's so many, depending on what you read, there's so many different versions of him. But I just feel like he wasn't just like this leader that wanted to just lead so much, right? Like he was conflicted. Like if you look at the story, of course I'm bugging out over my girl because they sent a clone. You know what I mean? Like he'd been through so much trauma in relationships that I could see why he's been messed up from the start. But I just think his powers are just like extremely underrated. I mean, his power is extremely underrated.
He's wild.
And he's a G. His mind, his tactical mind, all that.
Yeah, he's very tactical. He's very tactical.
He's more well-rounded than I thought. I'll say that.
I said also I like Spawn, but I like Spawn from the HBO series. That was what really got me to like Spawn. But Spawn is not is his Spawn a hero? Like, I don't know.
I mean, anti-hero, I guess.
Anti-hero, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Venom. That's why I had the first Venom with the red hologram cover.
Yeah. Well, this is a good mix of things.
Yeah. I also like what's my man name from Invincible? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and pose. I ain't know shit about Invincible until the show came out.
Oh,
most people didn't.
Not Omni-Man. I didn't know shit about Invincible until it came out. Not Omni-Man. Who you messing with? The main character?
Not other than Omni-Man. I like what's my man name with the one eye? The
Alan.
Alan. Yeah, I like Alan because I like Alan because he like OD strong, but he play possum all the time, right? Like he play like he can't fight. He like, I can't really let them know how tough I am. I gotta let him beat me up a little. I just like that aspect about him because he got a lot of character.
Yeah. Okay. I'm really glad you like was pulling up all your memories and stuff about what you like because all of this is making me think about a tweet that you posted.
Okay.
I don't remember you posted this, but you wrote something that was really interesting. We need you to explain this for us.
Oh boy, my tweets is crazy sometimes. So
yeah, you wrote, "I love being Black wholeheartedly, but certain superheroes and villains need to stay white."
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you are still very convinced and convicted on this.
Yes,
please explain that because
I don't want to.
We don't know. We were completely agree, and that's fine. But we just want your viewpoint.
Listen, this is the thing, right? Like, I understand a certain aspect of like us having representation and all of that, right? And I feel like with that being said, sometimes our representation is dwindled, right? Like we see that with Ironheart, which I like that series, right? I thought that series was good, but we seeing it with Wonder Man. You know, we got all this Doomsday. We all Doomsday. We see little to no promotion about Wonder Man, right? So we do have representation, but when we start talking about change, I do not want to see a Black Professor X. I don't.
So you don't want to see Morpheus as Professor X? And
Hell
why not?
I want to see because I'm just all right. I'm just used to like I've been. This is a character I've been knowing about since my childhood, right? Not to say that Lawrence Fishburne can't do a great job. He's one of the greatest at the craft ever. But I'm just saying, like, I like my Professor X white until I don't know. Like I like my Professor X white. Same way like I like my Human Torch. Michael B. Jordan came in on that Human Torch shit. We all know how that Fantastic Four movie went. You feel me?
That wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault, but I just don't even like that. Like it's certain characters that I just don't want to see change. Like it's certain characters I don't want to see a black Gambit ever.
Okay, wait, but I have to dig deeper.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
He sound like Lil Wayne. Like it sound like
he can't be Creole. Like, come on. And many black people are from New Orleans. Like, come on, man. He should be black. Like,
but wait.
Listen, this is the thing.
Okay.
That's the reason why I love Gambit, because Gambit, like his character also always added, like, he was, pun intended, the X factor of the X-Men, right? Like he's always the person. We seen X-Men 97, that intangible save he did. You know what I mean? To save Genosha and all that shit. I'm just saying, it's like, I don't care to see, not saying I don't want to. Maybe I just don't care to see it. Maybe I'm just so conditioned of seeing the person so many times that I don't care to see that. Like,
okay, I gotta dig deeper though, because I understand you saying you don't care to see that because you're used to memory, all this stuff. But what intrinsically is the problem? For example, let's go back to the whole Professor X example. What is the problem with that being a black man? Do you think it's a pandering thing? Do you think they're trying to change the essence of the character? Like, what deeper than I don't like it is it?
I think that's the thing, right? Like, all right, I feel like to some sort of extent, and I'm happy that you said pandering, right?
Okay.
Because I done been in the street, I done been in corporate America. I hate when I worked in corporate America and a white dude at my job, a white dude called me Chief Rocker before. This nigga called me Chief Rocker. He said, "What's up, Chief Rocker?" I'm like,
how did he even know the reference? So I'm impressed.
But I'm just saying,
I'm kind of impressed.
Chief Rocker, one of my favorite songs ever. Yeah. And I've never heard nobody say it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know like, that's pretty impressive.
So for me, I feel like them doing that is some sort of level of pandering. Now I don't know the direction that they would go, because what's his name said it too. What's my man, John Esposito? He said
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, he said that he wanted to play as Professor X as well, right?
Fire.
I just feel, I'm like, all right, listen, I'm not all the way out of like not want to see it. I just feel like if they do it, they're gonna try to pander to us some sort of way. Like I want to see Professor X, but at no time do I want to hear him say, "What up?" Like, what's popping? I don't never want, like, if he's a black man, he better be a black man that grew up in the burbs. Don't let Professor X be a nigga from the projects and he just his powers, because that's when I feel like they try to pander. Like,
So you're saying like changing backstory?
Yeah, I don't like you know what I'm saying. I don't. Okay. But then I did see there was a universe where all the X-Men were black.
That shit was ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All the X-Men were black.
I'm talk pandering. No disrespect.
This is what I'm saying, though.
But I'm just saying, but a lot of this, and I'm sorry, when they do, like I said, they race flip or whatever the characters, they're not necessarily. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm saying, especially nowadays, they're not trying to pander. They're literally just because there's nothing inherent in the character where they have to be white, so they're changed it.
Like
people. Go ahead, my fault.
No. Does not even mention Professor X, like Nick Fury. I know you're old enough to remember white Nick Fury.
I had the Nick Fury cards when I was a kid.
Yeah, and he was white as hell.
He was white.
David Hasselhoff played him at one point.
Yes,
and nobody cares.
Damn sure did. Nobody cares. But I also believe, of course, the culture wasn't as big then as it is now. So they got away with a few things. Like even for myself, right? Like Miles Morales, I love Miles Morales, right? I think Miles Morales. Now, I really fuck with Miles Morales. I mess with Miles Morales a lot, but it's just certain things that be bugging me out. Like, so I just asked this question one time. I'm like, his dad last name not Morales.
No.
How the hell? Why is his last name Morales if his dad last name not Morales? Then somebody said, because his dad used to be in the street and they didn't want his last name to haunt him or something like that. I'm like, all right, cool. But like, I like seeing Miles Morales as a black Spider-Man. I ain't gonna front, like, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. I think you could compare that to any Spider-Man movie that's ever come out.
Yeah.
I mean, story wise, I'm curious to see. This is the thing about Miles Morales though, right? When they do make him, don't make him be super duper dark skinned. That's like, I think that's where you fumble it. No. I'm not trying to be a colorist and that. I'm just saying.
No. I'm get into that. Go ahead, continue.
No, I'm just saying because that's the things that they do. Like they were saying, what's my man from Stranger Things? They like he want to play Miles Morales. I'm like, how? Miles Morales ain't
Caleb.
never. Yeah, I'm like he ain't never. Miles Morales never looked like that. Then they said the kid from Penguin. They was talking about the kid from Penguin.
I know
he might not be bad.
Yeah, but then there's another kid. He's a rapper's son too. I just found his page. His name is actually Miles, I think.
Okay.
And his dad is black and his mom's is Puerto Rican in real life. You know what I mean? So when I seen him, I said, damn, he kind of looked like a Miles Morales. But I feel like they're going to try to overdo it or overcompensate. And reason why, hold on, Tati, reason why I said I ain't tripping over the dark skin thing because I grew up, I was mad that I wasn't dark skin growing up because of Michael Jordan and Dwayne Wayne. I wanted to be like Dwayne Wayne and Michael Jordan, and I wasn't dark skin. So I was mad growing up that I wasn't dark skin. Dead ass, I swear.
Okay.
To everything.
I'm gonna leave the chocolate versus whatever stuff alone.
Okay.
That's not really my main focus. My first focus was to address something you said that was very interesting to me.
Okay.
You call Miles Morales the Black Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what he is. And I'm gonna explain what I mean by that.
Okay.
And it's not, and there's nothing negative. This is just we just conversating.
Mm-hmm.
The concept of saying something is the black that makes you think that it's just that same character that you knew, Peter Parker, but with black skin, right? And whatever other backstory changed. Miles Morales is a character on and onto himself that happens to have the powers of the spider and whatever other universe you want to, depending on what you're watching. Spider-Verse, reading a book, watching, playing the games, whatever, right? Just like there's like a billion spider people, right? As you've seen in the Spider-Verse, right? When they go to the Spider Society space, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are all their own peoples. They're not the Asians, they're not the Chinese Spider-Man or the Chinese Spider-Girl. It's not the white Spider-Girl. Understand? Like, that's Gwen, and then that's Spider-Noir, and then this is this and that. So I just wanted to make that distinction that he's his own person. And then again, this goes hand in hand with the whole, quote, changing the character to be black. Like, that's not what's happening. This is a completely unique, different character onto themselves that has their own story. Yes, it's a similar through line about they all got bit by the spider or got that, serum some way. But the point is he's his own person. So he's not Black Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
It's just like John Stewart is Green Lantern. He's not Black Green Lantern. Or just like Hal Jordan.
But we the market.
I know colloquially, people like if you just go on the street right now, you be like, hey yo, he got the ring. You be like, all right, Black Green Lantern. I get it.
In No Way Home, when Jamie Foxx was like, man, it got to be a Black Spider-Man out here. He's like, I always thought you was black. He's like, it got to be one out here. So I understand the marketing. Right. But you know what? Let me tell both of y'all something. I'm just talking shit because Kang was white. Kang was white.
He damn sure was.
Kang was white.
Whiter than white.
Kang was white as Larry Bird. Well, he was white. I got all the books. There's no black version of Kang.
His woman was white.
Ravonna was white.
Ravonna was white.
But I think that
planet, whatever.
Also, it's because
he's playing an Egyptian white.
He's playing
No, he was in the comic. He was straight up Ramatut in Egypt as a white man.
You're right.
As a white man, bro. He was down there ruling. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, what's shorty name? Yo, they don't like her to talk. Is it Yahira Shahidi? I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Yara Shahidi. I seen her speak one time and I was so blown away because she said she was talking about black, and then like at Complex Con, and she was like, yeah, she said they trying to tell us that Egypt is not black. Meanwhile, Egypt, he's like, you go to a museum and they have a whole place dedicated to Egypt and then a whole place dedicated to Africa, like Africa not in Egypt. All them people in there was like, oh shit. They was treating her like Dr. Umar at a press conference. Like, bro, it was crazy. But she's really smart. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's why I said I'm talking shit because like Kang, I love, first of all, when he was in Lovecraft Country, that shit was really, really dope. Mm-hmm. And then when I think what was so dope about him in that role is like, you could see that as he's speaking and he think about things, his mind go to different places. Like he really reminded me of somebody on my block that's just bugged the fuck out. You know what I mean? He'd be saying one thing, he'd be like, yeah, but we'll blow this whole shit up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what intrigued me so much about the character, but he is basically a white character, so I'm just talking shit.
But and it's okay to talk shit. It's just like, and like I said, I do understand, like at the end of the day, just from a pop culture perspective, no one's going to go into the semantics of it. They're just going to see what they're going to see and say what they want to say. But I want to make sure that that's understood. There is a difference, and that cannot be the reason why, like, oh, you just made him black. Like, no, this is a whole different character with their own life.
But I ain't gonna lie, because listen, Tati, because this is what they do. Because if they, you know, you gonna get one ignorant ass person out there like, yeah, but what if Storm was white? Like, they'd be like,
oh, it's always what if Black Panther was white? That's always
right.
Like,
So you
Black
brought up
Panther
a
was
good
white.
point.
He's the white wolf. Like,
you brought up a good point then, Wayno. Since considering you said what you said on the tweet, what about the inverse? Like, how do you feel when people say shit like that? About, oh, well, what if Storm was
I don't be jacking that. Like, I don't like that. Cause I ain't like when they was bitching about Chloe being Little Mermaid. You know, but I ain't gonna lie though. This is why what I really like about just life and experiences. I feel like as long as we can make sure that when we telling a joke, we draw a certain line. I'm not mad at jokes, because when white people started making the memes and putting like white people in black movies as black people, that shit was hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah,
yo.
that's
like,
okay.
Yes.
That's
it was hilarious.
What's
like,
his name? As Black Panther, Kendall.
Yeah, bro, they put Leonardo DiCaprio as Morgan Freeman in Shawshank Redemption, bro. Like, that shit had me in tears, bro. I'm like, now I was like, yo, as a white person, I'm like, if one of my white homies did this, I'd have been crying. Like, no, this is crazy. Like,
yeah, now that shit is a sport. Like, that's
it's a sport.
I gotta look that one up now.
That shit is crazy, bro. It's insane. It's really insane.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about just, you know, how, like, we've been talking a lot about the culture and fandom and stuff, and then like how it also plays with your other side of your life, like you being involved in the music business, doing A&R and everything like that. Like, is there any artists you've worked with that you were actually surprised that, or found out that they were also into the fandom?
Artists
worked with, or like you met or whatever, where you was like, damn, you fuck with that too?
Not really artists, but like more producers is weirdos by nature. But you know what I mean? But mostly producers. You know what I mean? But a lot of producers show me like early on. Like, one person I got to credit is Just Blaze.
Yep.
Like, you know, I worked at Rockefeller. So like, I remember like when Just Blaze was doing, like when he was working with EA Sports, I remember he went to Japan and he came back and he was just telling us, like, he would bring back toys and all this stuff. And he wasn't afraid to show that side in front of everybody, while I'm sitting here like, oh man, I don't want to tell nobody. Like, one of my OGs, are y'all familiar with Set Free Richardson?
I think so.
So Set Free, he's the person that created And1 mixtape. I mean, black brother he's from Boston and Philly, right? And I remember he has this spot called a Compound, and he has all of these different, like, everything that we could think of as far as comics, the different things, the Doom, Dunks, everything. I came to his spot for the first time, and when I tell you, I was a grown ass man, but walking around there like a child. He pulled me to the side, he said, yo, you know you gotta come out the closet, right?
The Geek closet.
No, but for real, so him, of course, rest in peace to DJ Clark Kent.
Yes.
That's my guy. He showed me so much. I worked under him as well.
Yo, what's up, fam? It is I, Tatiana King, and I want y'all to know that I need you to do me a favor. Please share this show. You're listening to us, you're watching us, but you're gatekeeping, and I don't understand why you're doing that. I really need you to share with your friends, share with your mama, share with your cousin, share with everybody, because if you're like me, you love to share the joy, and it's really important that you do that. So please tell people about ForAllNerds. I love you.
He showed me so much about stuff. Not so many artists, you know what I mean? The artists that I be signing, well, I'm not currently working for a label, but when I was working for a label, I always sign just dudes from the street. I got a soft heart for people with a horrible story. So I would just sign like somebody got the word. They'd be like, nigga, like I'll go to Detroit. I signed this one artist named Baby Money. I remember I had a free day. So I looked up like the comic book store. It was like an hour outside of Detroit. I drove out there and I told them, they was like, nigga, you drove out there to buy comic books? Like they looked at me like I cut my pinky off or something. Yeah. Like, they couldn't believe it.
Oh my God.
I never really worked with a lot of artists that was into, you know what I mean, the culture as far as comics like that.
Okay.
Yeah. You were speaking you were speaking about Rockefeller, and I used to be up at Baseline a lot because Guru is
That's
my
where
brother.
I know you from.
Yeah,
that's why I know you.
I was wondering.
That's why I know him.
I was like wondering.
But I've been seeing this brother, like we've passed each other and all of that events and all, and I'm like, yo, I know him. I just can't. It was that baseline.
It had to be because I was up there with Guru all the time.
Yes.
And like, I know you worked with Siegel a lot. And one time, I'll never forget, bro. I was sitting in the back, you know, when they had the whatever the system was in the back, like behind the 2 studios.
Yeah, behind the A room.
Yep, yeah, behind
right by the bathroom.
Right by the bathroom. And I'm back there with Bleak first, and we playing NBA Jam or something, and I'm, you know, doing well. And then Bleak leaves, and Siegel comes over, bro, and I just let him beat me. I'm not gonna lie to you, like. I didn't know Siegel at all, you know, at the time. And so, you know, Siegel sits down, you know what I mean? I know him from the stories and from everything else. You know, my man starts winning. I'm just like, I ain't even going to, you know, try and fight back. I'm just going to let him win and get up off the system. So, you know, did I make the right choice right then?
Nah, man, you should have whooped his ass. Man. I used to get him hell because that's the thing, right? Like I told y'all, I'm in my game room. Like I built this room just to play video games in. They could not figure out why or how I was good at video games, but I told y'all I had been going to the damn game room since I was in elementary school to the point where my mom, right, all right, so there's this game room. And they used to sell, my mom's told me, like, they sell drugs in there. I don't want you in there, right? I'm like, whatever. Yo, I think about this now. Like, back in this time, of course, we had no phones with navigation. Nobody knows where you at. I would leave school and go to the game room right after school around 4 o'clock. It's 7:45. My mother doesn't know where I'm at. The dudes in the game room, I was so good in Street Fighter 2. They used to bet money on other people to come in there to play against me. Like, you can't beat him. And they would win money and just keep giving me quarters. All I cared about was playing the game. So it's like, when I got the Rockefeller out, man, I kick everybody ass in that game over there. What? Everybody. Line them up.
Yeah, they didn't have Street Fighter. I would have, you know, no, right. Street Fighter would have been different. I wouldn't, it would have been,
how do y'all feel about the Street Fighter movie that's coming?
I think that I mean, I'm trying to calm down.
Almost all of the cast is cool.
Almost, right?
All right, who's not?
I'm gonna be honest.
Let's do it, Tati.
First impression was this shit looks ass, and I'm gonna explain why.
I mean, it does,
and on purpose, maybe on purpose, right? Because I think they're still trying to tap into the camp that was the original Street Fighters, like the original Street Fighter movies from the 90s and stuff like that, like. Those movies knew what they were. They knew they wasn't no top-notch cinema.
That shit was accidental, though, I think. They didn't know. They were trying to be top-notch.
Maybe Raul.
They had no budget and no nothing.
Maybe Raul, but I don't know about everybody else, right? Like, I don't know if they realized that the shit was not as serious. And I don't think he even did that well back in the day, but it became a cult classic, right? So I think they're trying to tap that nostalgia a little bit, which is cool. But because of that, it still gives me this look like it's something not quite right. The casting is cool, like generally, except for one fucking person, but the casting is generally cool.
Now, Tati, you ain't got, listen, by the way you talk, I know you have no filter. You're not about to do this to me. Tati, who's the one person that is...
Well, I don't bring negativity onto this platform, right? Okay. You know, I might be upset about stuff, or, you know, not.
You tell me later. You tell me later.
You know, I try to keep it, you know, all good in the neighborhood here. So, generally,
I just don't like saying people's names who are ass.
Too. Like, I don't, you know, I'll say your name on a different platform.
Okay.
But, all that said, like, I just, it's not giving. It's just look like this shit gonna be ass, and it might make some money because there's certain people in it, but you know, I'm glad they cast 50 Cent. That shit, he looks like Balrog. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, he does look like Balrog.
You know, that's
the whole
crazy.
Shit just looks ridiculous.
It just looks ridiculous.
But that's what Street Fighter is. All right, so
that's what Street Fighter is. You know,
so I like it only because when the Van Damme, I went to see the Van Damme Street Fighter when I was a kid. Horrible, right? Remember when Ryu did a Hadouken and Ken did a Shoryuken? Like, it was so bad. Like, Ken just spun around. It was so bad, right? But I think that it's really hard because I always wonder, right? Like, with Mortal Kombat, they let you know the mythicism from the beginning. In Street Fighter, it's street fighting, so it's like hard to like grasp some sort of level of power or mythicism into it. I think that the best depiction that I've ever seen movie-wise of Street Fighter was Assassin's Fist, the series that was on YouTube, and then they got a deal with Machinima.
Oh, yeah.
That joint was really, really dope.
My heart,
But what I like about it, because it is supposed to be, this Street Fighter is supposed to be based in the 90s. So I think like that's part of it, looking how ridiculous it looks. But I like the idea of it. Like, I like it, because it looks ridiculous. Like that's what I love about it.
And that's real. Like, you know, the photorealistic versions of all of the characters, like Giles, you know, flat top.
The hat, yeah. I feel like it's a little short. To me, it's a little bit shorter than it should be, but I'll accept it because like his physique looks like intact.
Yeah, that's Cody Rhodes, man.
Have y'all ever read any of the Street Fighter comics done by Udon?
No.
Like 1 or 2 issues.
Man, that shit is good, yo. It's really good. So they used to sell like the small volumes. I used to get them from Midtown Comics, the one on Lexington.
Yep.
And they I used to get those joints, but then they compile. You know how they take all of the graphic novels and just compile it into one book? I got that joint too. I'm telling you, that shit is a great read.
Okay.
It's a great read.
There was anime. I feel like there was anime. There was Street Fighter.
Yeah, there was. That's
the anime.
The animated movie is. I don't understand why they didn't continue. Like I would watch. I would pay a monthly subscription to watch a show just on that anime. I promise. It was really good.
Really good.
I think it's more so like the medium for me because I'm an animation person. So like I really, you know, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this live action movie. I also think, you know, they're still Hollywood is still chasing nostalgia.
Wait, I'm looking at your shirt. Gucci Mandalorian is fire, yo. I ain't even peep. That's fire. Gucci Mandalorian is crazy. That was me and my daughter. That's how I drank the Mandalorian.
Oh, so you're a Star Wars fan?
Yes.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie, film, TV?
Movie?
Film, TV, anything.
Movie, probably Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
Film. Well, I mean, you said TV. TV.
There's only really one answer at this point.
It's Mandalorian. It's Mandalorian. But I do like Andor.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I did like Andor a lot because Andor came from Rogue One, right?
Yes.
What's crazy is it's the anniversary. I just seen somebody post today that was the anniversary of Rogue One because they showed to me that might be the best Darth Vader scene, the hallway.
Yes.
Oh my 100%.
God.
I can't even tell you how many times. I wish they got a view every time I rewind because that is incredible. That joint where he goes like this and puts my man on the ceiling. And then grabs the blast and throws the blast.
When he cuts my man.
Yeah, when he walked by and cut him. And they like, help us. He beating our ass. But when he started doing this, I don't know why, but something about him doing this reminds me of a mother. Like, I don't know why. He was whipping their ass. Yeah, he was doing this to them. No, that is my scene. All right, you said movie, TV.
Yeah, TV. That's it. I was just curious.
But Andor. I think
Andor's
that,
the answer.
No, I love Andor, but I think the only reason why I said Mandalorian is because that's the only one that my daughter. I mean, she sat with me through the whole shit. Like every week, like we was watching it together. But I like Andor because it's a more serious take. You know what I mean? Like I like Rogue One because it's a more serious take.
Definitely.
How did y'all feel about the Obi show? Yeah, I was just saying. No, same. I'm gonna keep it on it. Same.
The only one I really like, I like Mandalorian. I thought it kind of didn't, fell off towards the end, but I'm still hyped for the movie. And I really like Skeleton Crew. I thought Skeleton Crew, people slept on it.
What's the one that just came out with the girls? I can't remember the name of that drink.
Oh, and Acolyte. I thought
Acolyte.
Yeah, Acolyte.
I thought that was much better than people gave it.
It was way better.
It was good. I don't understand. Yeah, they was like, oh, it needs to be canceled. I didn't understand that. I like the story of that.
Racism,
misogyny,
racism, misogyny, misogynoir, all those.
Yeah, wrapped into one.
Yeah, I feel like that was the same thing like with Ironheart. And I ain't gonna lie, that Mephisto scene is not talked about as much as it should be.
Racism,
crazy.
That Mephisto scene is
crazy.
First of all, did all of us not question if Sacha Baron Cohen could pull this shit off?
Yep.
We all questioned it. Borat for real?
I didn't question it because I've seen him do some things.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew he could do it. I just don't like him that much, but I knew he could do it. Because he killed that shit. I knew he could do it. Yeah.
No, that shit, the implications of the MCU from that scene alone, like I was bugged out because I was like, y'all don't understand what just happened. Y'all don't understand what we see.
Like, I mean, she just sold her soul. Like people are like,
she just sold her soul. All right, so we gonna talk some Doomsday? Do we have enough time to talk a little Doomsday? I was on a flight. I was on a flight with the kid who plays Falcon.
Maggie?
Like,
the new,
not Maggie,
the new,
not
no,
Maggie.
the young,
The young boy.
The
young
Spanish
boy.
kid, yeah. Yo, I didn't even know it was him. I got on a plane and I seen somebody with a doomsday hat on. He had on a green hat.
Oh, shit.
And I was sitting in the next row. I just went to say I said, what you about to go back to set? Just fucking around because I thought he was a production person.
Yeah.
He looked up and he was like, yeah, I am. He's like, you sitting over here? I was like, no. And I seen him. I said, oh, shit. I was like, I just want to tell you, I mess with you. He's like, nah, thank you.
He wore that shit for you. He knew you was going to find him.
Let me tell you, probably nerd shit and basketball is the only time I want to be a groupie because I wanted to take a picture of his hat so bad. Like, I wanted to take a picture of his hat so bad. Like, yeah, none of y'all niggas that knew rock stars is sitting right here.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like, I'm the same way, bro. Because, I've met, every rapper, every artist in the world. It's cool. There's a few, I bugged out, but not really. But I've wilded out. Like, when I met Robert Horry, I lost my goddamn mind.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I'm from Houston and I'm a Lakers fan. And so Robert Horry is just like, everything. And when I've met, nerd people, like one time I was DJing a damn wedding and Simu Liu was in there. And this is like 2 weeks before Shang-Chi dropped.
Shang-Chi, yeah.
So nobody in there knew the fuck he was, bro.
Yo,
no one. Like,
it'd be crazy.
It's a packed wedding. I mean, packed. And the only people who knew were the people who invited him. Like, it was the groom and the bride who knew him. And so they just invited him, no one else. Like, I walk in to, introduce the speeches and I'm looking at, the whole crowd like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I almost said, I know that ain't motherfucking Shang-Chi. I had to bite my tongue. And then later on, I pulled him aside like, Fam, and he was like, yeah, it's me, like,
it's me.
Yeah,
yo, my little man from my block, he be working with this blog in New York and they be doing like red carpets and all that. He met Hugh Jackman. Yo, he was like, Hugh, what's up, baby? And he little. Yo, Hugh Jackman, he was walking, stopped, turned around, hugged him. I was like, I said, nigga, you met Hugh Jackman? Are you you met Wolverine, bro? Like, are you crazy? Like, who I met Harry Lennox.
Oh, yes. The Matrix, the general in the Matrix. He's also been in everything else.
He's been in everything. My homegirl.
Yeah.
He was supposed to play as Martian Manhunter in the Snyderverse.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So my homegirl is an actor, and I was on a set of one of her a show that she's on, and he's on there. So he sat next to me and him talking. We started talking. I think he's from Chicago, and I was like, "Oh, bro," I said, "I can ask you a question." He's like, "Yeah." He was like, "I say, yo, was you really looking forward to like playing Martian Manhunter?" He was like, "Yeah, like I really wanted to flesh it out because," he said, "I didn't understand how big the fandom of him was." And he was like, the scene just happened because we had to do something together, but we were talking about making it into a thing. And he's like, "I really wanted to finish that." I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? So I was just happy. Anybody I meet that played as a superhero, I'd be like, what? Like, for real.
I love your enthusiasm. I don't know people see this side of you. Like,
no, they don't.
You don't talk about this on your show. So I'm just like.
So I got another set where I'm about to start, like, because what I've been learning by doing all this content stuff is like really galvanizing the audience, building it up. I've been doing media for a minute, but I've been hiding in plain sight because I felt like I was doing all this stuff to preserve either a relationship or, I'm not doing comic stuff. So why should I talk about comics? No, I'm doing everything. Like, I'm doing everything. Basketball, comics, sneakers. I'm doing it all. Like, I'm not playing no games.
Okay, so when we doing crossover episode with ForAllNerds?
Listen, let's make it happen. So let me tell y'all something. This is cool. All this is cool. But I want to see y'all in person. All right. Like, I want to kick it with y'all in person. We grab some good eats and give our theories and talk mess about all the stuff that we think exists. Cause I really want to know what y'all thought about, like I said, like, we were supposed to get this whole phase in Marvel and I was really into the whole Kang thing. I got a whole, I got so much stuff that I thought of regarding Kang. And then even with Doomsday, it's like, how are they going to pull this off? I'm so tired of all of these like platforms just like trying to spoil the movie for us. Like every day it's like, yo, the Russo brothers showed their white Air Force One. It's got to mean something. Like,
yeah, like, bro, you dragging it. Like,
they do breakdown.
Never that.
But they because they're killing on the content side, right? They're doing breakdowns of the breakdown.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the problem. Like, we don't want to, like, ForAllNerds, we've never been about that. Like, we like, having intellectual conversation. We like talking about something. I'm not going to sit there and point out 50 Easter eggs in the new Doomsday trailer.
We don't care.
Like,
And also somebody else is doing that. There's like 50 channels doing that. We don't need to do that. We give our take from our perspective. Two black people he from the South, I'm from Brooklyn. We both went to Howard. Like we got our own way to go about it. You understand? Like that's how we do. So that's why I was just like, you are like-minded people. We need to collab.
Listen, I don't care when y'all tell me I need me. I'm with it. Like I'm so with it because I also one of the main reasons why I like doing this is because I want people to understand that black people, we got all types of layers to us. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many layers to us. We not just y'all see all this stuff that we dealing with the one person says F the streets and everybody's like, no more selling drugs and destroying our community. What are you talking about? Like, we can't do that.
You're talking about that whole Boosie thing, but
yeah, it's like so. My thing is like, you know, it's so many different people that come from an impoverished neighborhood. Does not make you a gangster. Does not mean that you have to be a gangster or be in the streets. There's tons of us that come from, you know, where we come from, but we love all of these things, and it's not enough representation in the space for the kids to feel safe about it. You know what I mean? Because they do feel like scrutiny. I felt the scrutiny. I want to watch Dragon Ball Z, but what they gonna say about me? I want to watch Pokemon, but what they gonna say about me? You know what I mean? Being a teenager when I really should have been leaning into that. So it's like, you know, I'm happy, you know, that I got to share today on y'all platform because I really enjoy doing this type of stuff.
I appreciate you. You know, just to that point, the last point you made before we get into the close, you mentioned watching Mandalorian with your daughter. Like, what are you doing to help encourage her creativity and help encourage her to continue to be interested in the fandom and everything else beyond that?
Well, I mean, I have 3 kids. She's the youngest out of the 3. She was the only one. Like, I could not get either of my other kids to be on. They not with it. Like, especially I got 2 girls. And so I got a girl, a boy, and a girl. My oldest girl, she just was into academics, work, you know what I mean? All just school. My son was into basketball and being outside. And my daughter, the youngest one, she was the one that was into all of it. So she would draw as well. And I noticed her skill set in drawing when I was really young because my grandmother used to, I feel bad about not drawing because my grandmother used to tell me it was a gift from God. And I stopped doing it. But when I see my daughter doing it, I'm like, yo, let's go to Michael's. Like, she'd be like, I want to go to Michael's. I'd be like, buy whatever you want. Like, get everything.
Right,
you know?
right.
And, you know, I would take every time, you know, it's a superhero movie or something in that vein, like, she'll sit through it with me. My wife will too. But my wife, like she's not into it the way I am. But my youngest daughter, we went to Comic-Con dressed as Thanos and Gamora before.
Oh,
I was a hood Thanos, though. I had the Griselda hoodie on.
Nice.
With my brother, I had Tim's
That's how you supposed to do it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Galactus, I had the tracksuit on.
Yeah, and the chains and the big rings. Yeah,
that's fire. Yeah, so I mean, like the thing about it is like she's 13. She's gonna be 14 in a couple of months, but she'll still make some time for me. Like if I be like Superman came out, I'm like, I want to go see Superman. She's like, all right, come on, let's go. You know what I mean? Like she be with it. You know what I mean? Fantastic Four. When Fantastic Four came out, like we all went. My niece, I got to take my niece that I had met for the first time in person. That's a whole nother story. But I took her with us. We had a great time. Like I feel like these moments bring families together, especially a lot of my friends that's gangsters. I'd be like, what you doing this weekend? You know, that new Superman, my daughter want to go see it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's them forced them into that world too, you know?
Yeah. Good dad moves.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Before we do wrap up, you were talking about us doing a collab, you know, meet in person. You know, we could, you know, also, you know, maybe do a show on the I'll Do It Myself network. You know, I can read, I'd like to read some ads about, you know, gaming and, you know, you're not going to make money right away. Don't think this is that type of a thing, right?
Hey, listen.
You know?
It was so funny. It was so intrusive. I gotta tell you, it was so intrusive the way it happened. I'm watching your episode.
No, he's so smooth. This motherfucker's so smooth with it.
And smooth, and it pissed me off. It made me so mad. Like I was watching, and then he just talked about. Like I didn't even know the transition.
You're not gonna make you're not gonna make money right away.
I said, how the fuck did we get here? Like,
all right, so let me say, I'm gonna tell y'all where I learned that method of madness. So this weekend, I was at a friend's wedding and I saw Metro Boomin, and he told me the same. He said, "Yo, bro, how the hell do you be talking and just transition into an ad?"
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if y'all watch it, but y'all know about Heavy Spoilers.
Yeah, I know they do the same thing. Trust me.
Paul, Paul from Heavy Spoilers. Yo, I would just be sitting there.
Yeah, he's the worst.
And bro, and he'd be like, yo, Thor got hit so hard, just like you should hit the like button right now. And I'd be like, you know what? Like, I didn't even notice I hit like. And then or he'd be saying something and transition into an ad. So
Yep.
I used to say like, all right, cool. And what's crazy is we bust our ass to create these platforms, and then people are mad that I have ads. I'm like, yo, we watch, we watch television all the time. Everybody got commercials. So I was like, all right, how can I make it fun? Let me say some sort of joke. Like, yo, the Jordan Craig ad, yo, it got so crazy. I wore a suit this weekend, and somebody's like, yo, look at Wayno in a Jordan Craig tuxedo. Like, I was like, but it's just my way of like just making it fun for people. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to figure out, let's do some stuff together for real. I definitely want to figure this out.
That's what's up. Y'all heard it. Fam, keep him honest, okay?
Yep.
I know y'all will.
Let's do it.
All right. Before we let you get out of here, we have our BRAP segment, the rapid fire questions. So, are you ready?
Yeah, I ain't got no choice.
That's a good one. That's a good answer. All right. Let's see. Falcon or War Machine?
War Machine.
Magneto or Professor X?
Magneto.
Lex Luthor or Dr. Doom?
Dr. Doom.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars. It ain't even, what?
Are you losing, Tatiana?
I love Star Trek too, though. I used to watch it every night with my moms.
Yeah, I know, no.
I'm a traitor to the Star Trek.
Yeah. You're a convert.
You're a traitor?
That's what they tell me, you know.
She was trekked down.
You was a Trekkie?
I was trekked down when I was
a Trekkie too, because my moms used to love Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, I still got the information and history, but it's just like, they down bad right now. Okay.
Okay.
If you could sign a comic book character as an artist, who would it be?
If I could sign a comic book character as an artist, who would it be? A comic book character as an artist?
I'll help you because earlier you said that, you know, you just be looking for people from the streets. So maybe some character.
It's not going to be Luke Cage. It's not going to be Luke Cage.
You're like it's dead.
Nah, it's not going to be Luke Cage. If I could sign somebody, you know what? I'm pandering. I'm going Daredevil. I'm pandering.
Wait, how's that pandering?
You think Daredevil can rap?
No, listen.
Don't tell
me
get Daredevil. Because you're going for the blind? That's your
wow. Listen, we're giving the blind community representation. I'm going to have them on a collab with Blind Fury. That used to win on 106 in Park all the time. They doing a collab. They doing a collab tape.
Do you know about the Odd Squad from Houston? Devin the Dude's first group? Yeah.
No, I know about Devin the Dude, but I don't know about the Odd Squad.
Yeah, well, Devin the Dude's first group was the Odd Squad, and there's another dude, a producer and rapper named Blind Rob. I smoked weed with him once. He blind as fuck.
Blind Rob?
All hell, yeah. Look, he had a song, You Can't See Me. You can't see like I can't see.
Oh, shit. I'm signing Daredevil though. Yes, I'm signing Daredevil. We putting Daredevil in the 360. We putting Daredevil in the 360 deal.
He can't see it, right?
He can't see it.
But it's Matt Murdock, bro. He's a lawyer. He's not getting shysted.
Can y'all stop being so disrespectful to Matt? Stop disrespecting Matt.
I love Matt. Cause see, this is why we gotta do a part 2. Cause we ain't talk about Born Again. You know what I mean? We ain't talk about Punisher. We ain't talk about all of that. Man. I might sign Punisher though. I might sign Punisher.
Okay.
Him and Young Boy do a tape together. Punisher and Young Boy, they doing a tape together.
He probably shooting Young Boy before.
Or he probably just hold Young Boy down. You know what I mean? Young Boy have him on what these kids call them drills. Like we have. Punisher's a drill rapper. He's a drill rapper.
He is.
He's a drill rapper. He cares. He does not care.
Now we really talking pandering. You gonna have this white man out here drill rapping.
Oh shit! They've had a couple.
I know they're all.
You ever heard of Max the Demon? He's a white drill rapper.
No, but what a great name.
Max the Demon. He's a drill. He kind of scary too. White boy kind of.
I'm about to go listen to him. Like,
I'm telling y'all gonna hit me back like, nah, this is crazy.
Oh, give me a name like that, I gotta check it.
Okay, right.
Just a few more. Go ahead,
let's do it.
F, Marry, Kill, Storm, Black Widow, or Scarlet Witch?
We killing Scarlet Witch. That's a fact. We getting her up out of here because she's uncontrollable. We marrying Storm.
Yep.
We marrying Storm. We effing Black Widow.
I think that's an accurate representation.
Yeah,
how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I might flip around.
I don't put my feet in the snow. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I don't put my feet in the snow. I'm just saying, if that's the way it's going, then that's the way it's going.
I love redheads. You know, look. Shit happens.
I'm going to say this one a little differently. Since you grew up also in the 90s, Sega or Nintendo?
Sega or Nintendo? Not Super Nintendo. Nintendo?
Just any.
Any. Sega, the platform of Sega Genesis, Sega Game Gear,
I gotta go Super Nintendo. And I love Genesis. Oh, man. I cried so much over. Ooh, Sega. Yeah. Damn, Sega Dreamcast.
Sega as a record label versus Nintendo as a record label. Who you going?
Sega as a record label versus Nintendo. I'm going Nintendo because we got Super NES. We got now. If we bring PlayStation into the mix, that's a whole nother convo.
That's Sony, and Sony.
Yeah, but Sega and as a staff record label and as a motherfucking crew, I gotta go with Nintendo.
That's a smart move, my boy.
Okay, definitely. Yeah. All right. Favorite superhero movie of all time.
Favorite superhero movie of all time. I'm gonna give you one. Can I give an honorable mention?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My favorite superhero movie of all time. Damn, I might got two honorable mentions because they got the same person. Infinity War.
Yes.
Infinity War. Devastation. Oh my God.
Yes.
I listened to the soundtrack in the gym. Like I think his name Alex Silvestri or Adam Silvestri.
Yeah,
did the score.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Like that last scene is devastating. I love that. The two honorable mentions though: Punisher with Dolph Lundgren.
Wow.
And also He-Man with Dolph Lundgren.
Shit.
He-Man with Dolph Lundgren. I fucking love that He-Man movie, bro. I love that movie. When they playing the key, little troll and shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren was the man when I was a little kid because he was like fake Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like and Punisher had Lou Gossett Jr. in that shit.
Yeah. Have you ever seen
remember he threw the knife in the Chinese chick head? He threw the knife, he threw the knife.
You ain't
never seen that Punisher?
Rolling.
Yeah, I have.
No, that Punisher is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was Punisher, but he also was like it looked like he was like a diehard villain. Like he was like a fucking diehard villain.
Like the Punisher.
He didn't look like Punisher. He's like he just looked like a Russian guy that just had it up to here. Like for real. So he looked like but
if he dies.
He-Man and that Punisher. That's fact.
That's so funny because both of those are like some of those like disappointing movies for me as a kid. Like, because I was a He-Man fan, and in the movie, I love it. Don't get me wrong. After watching it a few times, but like when I first saw it, I was like, this ain't nothing like the damn cartoon. What the hell is this mess?
Right.
Punisher was the same thing. I remember like because that was like one of the only superhero movies back then.
Facts.
It was not.
I know you. Nobody never said He-Man and Punisher.
No, it was very specific. Like,
because He-Man, that He-Man movie is that joint fire. I don't care what nobody
says. Dolph, though. Dolph's the man. I love
He's
Dolph.
He one of the best, man. He one of the best.
Amazing.
Wasn't he Drago?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I say if he dies, he dies.
Yeah, Dolph, he got depth, man.
He does. He's like super smart. He's like a physicist or some shit. Like he is. Yeah, it's all. Yeah,
it's usually people like that, you know.
Right.
Okay, just a couple more.
Okay, let's do it.
If you could have a theme song play when you walked into a room, what would it be?
It would be the shit when when all the Siths walk in. You know the I used to say that Darth Vader.
The march.
Yeah, the march.
Imperial march.
No, I used to tell people, listen, when I leave this earth, not at my funeral, but when y'all reminiscing over me, play that shit. Play that. That shit embodies straight. Like when that shit sound like something bad about to happen. Every time you hit them and then they slow it down. You know, everybody that walked Palpatine, all them niggas, they was not playing with nobody.
I can see you coming down the WWE ramp to that shit and looking at everybody like,
Facts. Facts.
I see it.
Facts.
All right. What character's death in any medium, book, movie, TV, don't matter, hurt you the most?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably soft for saying this, but I really don't like Tom Holland being dusted.
Right. Hey.
I did not. Yo, that shit made me shed a tear.
That's not
Shit.
soft. That fucked up.
That's not
everybody.
soft
That
at all.
one,
Yeah.
that one, and I ain't gonna lie. Aunt May and No Way Home.
Oh yeah,
That
I didn't
shit
like
is
that.
so. That
My
shit
partner
is so,
still hate that movie. She hates that movie because of
man.
that
Also
was wild.
Krillin, and the first time he died when Frieza killed him, when Frieza said, "You little monkey, y'all monkeys gonna learn."
I'm
that.
sorry.
Wait, what's this?
DBZ.
In Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay.
DBZ.
Did he say you little monkey?
Yeah, he used to call them monkeys because the Saiyans
they got
they
tails.
got the tails.
I know.
But Krillin wasn't a Saiyan, but Goku begged him. I love watching the Japanese dub of that shit because when he screamed, that's how he turned Super Saiyan. He was like, "Ooh, nigga, like you killed my man." Like what?
And so he called him a monkey.
Yeah, he was calling him. Frieza used to be violating them, crazy.
Ben, white boys been called monkey all day long. Like it's not just Homeboy and Avatar, okay? It's all of them.
Look, I still don't think the Dragon Ball Z dudes is white.
They're not.
Did y'all ever see that article about
Chinese
how
mythology? But
did y'all ever see the article about why black men love Dragon Ball Z so much? And the shit was basically childhood trauma. I swear, somebody wrote a whole article about this shit like 15 years ago. I read this joint like all the way through. They said it basically because I like how we deal with trauma because people past the unfought, like Piccolo being the uncle, the dad not being around,
the kids.
You know what I mean. When people die, like you miss them, but you wish you could still talk to them. And they all communicate with the people that passed, and then one day they wish them back. It was. I ain't gonna lie. I was like a white boy probably wrote this, but he probably was on par.
That sounds about right.
I'll give half a point for that.
Okay.
If you could have any one superpower, what would it be?
Damn, that's a tough one because there's so many damn superpowers. I don't want to live forever, so it's not going to be nothing like that. I would possibly be, I would say speed, but not Flash, Quicksilver.
Okay.
Why not? Why him, not speed?
You want limits.
You want limits, right? I would say you don't want to be able to reverse time, you know.
I don't want to reverse time. I don't want to reverse time.
Yeah, that's too problematic.
Yeah, I don't want to reverse time. Quicksilver, I don't know. He's another one that hasn't got his all the way just due, right? Yeah. I hope he gets his just due going in the future at MCU, but I would say probably speed. Because speed, you could still not be seen if you're fast enough, right? Like so that you got kind of two powers in that, and then if you work out enough, right? Like that speed, that trajectory gives you some sort of level of strength, right? Mm-hmm. So
yes, absolutely.
You got strength within that, right? But he couldn't outrun a bullet. Like that's kind of crazy, right? Like he couldn't outrun bullets. Like that's kind of bugged out. He's faster than bullets, but can't outrun bullets. So do I want speed? I don't know. They shot him with a Sokovian rifle. Like,
easily too. It was
like what? Like this nigga's faster than bullets, and he got hit by a bullet. Like what
he
are we
got
doing?
Dropped. Like
no problem. That's hilarious. Wayno, you have survived the BRAP segment. You have survived ForAllNerds show. We've been having a blast with you. Please let everyone know where they can find you, your work, anything you're working on, anything you want to plug.
Yes. So anything you're looking for me on Wayno 119, I'm the only person with that name. So if you're playing PlayStation and you be like, Wayno, is this really you? Yes, it's really me. But Wayno 119 on everything, specifically my YouTube channel. You can find me there. My social media. Currently, I'm working on a new show called Out the Box, where I talk about sneakers, and I'm gonna be unboxing stuff. So everything from art to sneakers to some of the collectible toys that we're speaking about here. Or collectible characters, their stuff, because I collect hot toys as well. I'm working on something called In the Field with Wayno. Where In the Field is when I go out and I, sit with up and coming artists. We actually launching my first independent playlist this Wednesday, where I just went out and found a bunch of artists that aren't signed. People may not know about them, and made a compilation of their music. Because I've always been pro artist, and I want to make sure that artists can be heard and seen. So I'm using my platform to give people who are on the grind ears.
Okay, that's perfect. I know plenty of people to throw you away. They
got to pull up to the stream though. They got to pull up to the stream. We got to keep it fair. I be telling, listen, you my cousin. You got to get your song in the queue so we can play it on the stream properly.
Facts. Very good. So we appreciate you, everything you've been doing. We appreciate you spending time with us, and we will be back with more ForAllNerds show.
What's up, y'all? Thank you for watching that video that you just watched. Do one thing for me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Do it because you love us. Do it for the cause. It's the For All Nerds Show. For All Nerds Show is a member of the Loudspeakers Network, where we always say rest in peace to our founder, Combat Jack.
For All Nerds Show is powered by our listeners. Everything we do, from our podcasts, live events, our website, are all independently funded. Please continue to support us through our Patreon page at patreon.com/forallnerds.